Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of RazzleDazzle Garage. Today we're going to be taking care of our shifter and we're going to be doing a shifter rebuild kit into it. So hopefully we can get that nice mechanical shifting that Mazdas are known for. Mine seems pretty worn out. There seems like there's a lot of broken or worn out pieces in it. So got a shifter rebuild kit and we're going to throw that in. Let's see what we got going on. Alright, so here's our shifter. As you can see, the boot's all messed up, but deep down in there there's a lot of floating pieces. Maybe that side's a better view. Everything's kind of just dangling in there. So we're gonna get that taken care of. We got a couple bolts, one on each side there, one in the center there, and I think we gotta get these two out. And yeah, let's get to it. First things first, I'm gonna remove the shifter knob. Just screws on, screws off. Yeah, this boot is just garbage. Look at that. It's all... Oh, yeah. Alright, maybe don't do that because there's little tabs that hold this boot in. You don't want to break those tabs off, but... yeah, get rid of that cruddy. And now we'll get those bolts off and we'll open it up. Alright, with all the bolts removed, we should be able to just pick this bad boy up, take it out of here, and then there's a connector for the power windows that we have to disconnect as we pull it up. So I'll show you that. Alright, now that we got the center console removed, look at this! We're making money! We're gonna get the vacuum, clean this up real quick. I'm finding all sorts of random screws and bolts. One of them I think fell down in there. But yeah, we'll clean this bad boy up and then we'll get to that shifter. Alright, now that we got all of our fortunes taken out of here and we've cleaned it up, I'm going to start by removing these 4 bolts and these 3. We should be able to pull this bad boy out. Alright, so we got the 4 bolts removed and the 3 bolts for the inside one. And here it is. There's the shifter. Some fluid in there that we're going to replace, but that's essentially what we're changing out, is all those components right there. So we'll vacuum all that out, put some new fluid in there, get this thing, need some new bushings and everything, and we should be set. All right, so here are the pieces that we took off. Here's the new ones going on. I'm gonna have to do some research real quick, but in this, there's a little piece, was this guy. And I thought it was just junk, so I started picking away at it and it popped out. But I'm wondering if that is supposed to be part of something. Because I do not see that on anything else. So, research time. All right, so right here, what this is part of is the anti-rotation bushing. It fits in there, it's like a half moon thing, and then it fits into the turret of the shifter, and I'll go show you that, but I'm curious where the rest of it went, because that was all that was in there. It was just this little guy. So the rest of it is disintegrated into the shifter turret. So when I go clean out the shifter turret, I think we're gonna find a whole bunch of pieces, because this was supposed to also come out on the end of that ball. So I'm assuming that's disintegrated into the turret. Woo! All right, so we're at the shifter turret, and so that anti-rotation bushing slides over this so that the shifter doesn't spin. By the way, we gotta... Oh yeah, that washer's toasted. Don't want to drop that in there. So this is the bushing that sits on the bottom of the shifter. Gone. But I am still not finding where that anti-rotation bushing went. So I don't see one in the rebuild kit. I thought it came with one, but we might have to order one up before we can go any farther. All right, we got the right shifter rebuild kit now. Flying Miata had accidentally sent a rebuild kit for 99 to 03 or something like that. So now we have our anti-rotation bushing, which was supposed to go in there. That's all that was left of the old one. And we got all of our other bushings and everything. So we're gonna stack this all together, and we'll go into the car, install it in there, and then we also have the larger shifter boot to replace, and we should be set to go. All right, so we got the top half put together. Now we'll go into the car and install the rest of the bottom half. I think that should do it. All right, now that we're in here, I can install the 2 shim washers, the wave washer, the bushing. I'm gonna fill it up with fluid. I think it's like 80 to 95 cc's. I'm just gonna fill it up to like an inch from the top, and then anything that falls over, falls over. I'm not too worried about it. Then we can install the rest of this, tighten it down for the small shifter boot, and then we'll put the large shifter boot over it. And that should do it. We should be set to go. So for the NA shifter rebuild kit from Flying Miata, they give you 2 shims, 2 washers. Those are gonna go underneath the pin here. You can slide those bad boys down there. And they have instructions on their website for it, so it's not that hard to figure out. They give you a pretty good orientation of everything. Wave washer without the tabs, because the tabbed one goes up on top. Put that bad boy in there. And this guy has this little half circle cut out of it, and that's going to go underneath this pin. Stop that from moving around. I'm going to do a precise measure of 80 to 95 cc's. Way too much. Alright, so here's that anti-rotation bushing for the top. That needs to slide into that pin there. Yeah, this is going to get messy, but we'll manage. Oh yeah. We are way overboard. That's alright. Rotate that around until you can get to your bolts. Clean up a little excess. Sure, it's good enough. For the small shift boot, 3 bolts. They don't have attached washers to them. The attached washers go to the large shift boot, and there's only 3 of these, and there's 4 for the large one. So. Little WD-40 to help this shift boot slide on. There you go. Now just reconnect everything, and we'll throw the center console back on. And we're all set to go for a test drive. All right, we got the shifter all rebuilt. It feels so much better. Shifts so much nicer. Got new fluid in there, new bushings, new washers. I did not put the shift boot cover back on because it's trash, and I'm still trying to figure out which one I want to get, what I want to do for design. So if anybody has any cool ideas, let me know. Or if anywhere you know where I can look at some cool ones, throw it down in the comments. Let me know. Or hit me up. All right, I don't know if you guys can hear me. It's probably pretty windy, but man, this thing shifts so much better. There's just not a whole lot of play in there anymore. It's nice and stiff. The shifts are nice.